Anansi the spider, a legend, a trickster, a bringer of stories. In the heart of Africa, his tales have echoed for centuries. Anansi is more than just a spider. He's a symbol of cunning and wisdom. He teaches us valuable lessons through his escapades. Anansi's stories are shared from generation to generation. They are told by grandparents around flickering fires. They entertain and educate. Anansi is a master of disguise, a weaver of words and a survivor. His stories teach us about the complexities of life. They show us how to overcome challenges with quick thinking. Anansi's tales are a tapestry of African culture and wisdom. They are a testament to the power of storytelling. They remind us that even the smallest creature can achieve great things. Join me as we delve into the world of Anansi, the spider who brought stories to the world. And don't forget to like and subscribe to Media History for more stories. In the beginning, stories belonged to the sky god. He kept them locked away high above the world. Anansi yearned to bring these stories to the people. He knew stories had power. They could teach, entertain and inspire. But how could a small spider trick the mighty sky god? Anansi needed a plan, a cunning plan. He decided to offer the sky god a trade, something precious, in return for the stories. But what could he offer a god? He thought long and hard. Finally, he knew what to do. Anansi set out to capture the most dangerous creatures in the land. He needed to prove his worth to the sky god. His first target was the fearsome Osebo the leopard. With cunning and trickery, Anansi lured the leopard into a pit. He captured the beast. Next, he faced Mboro the hornet. Anansi tricked the hornets into flying into a gourd. He sealed the gourd, trapping the angry insects. Finally, he captured the slippery Onini the python. Anansi tricked the snake into tying itself around a pole. He had accomplished the impossible. Anansi presented his prizes to the sky god. The sky god was impressed. He had never seen anyone so clever. He promised Anansi the stories in return for the captured creatures, but there was one final challenge. The sky god set Anansi 3 impossible tasks. First, Anansi had to collect a bottle of the night's sticky darkness. This seemed impossible, but Anansi was clever. He covered himself in sticky sap and waited for nightfall. The darkness stuck to him and he collected it in a bottle. Next, Anansi had to bring back a single hair from the chin of the fearsome Moatia, the invisible fairy. This seemed even more impossible, but Anansi had a plan. He tricked the fairy by pretending to be stronger. He attached a thread to a doll and challenged the fairy to a tug of war. The fairy pulled, and Anansi pretended to be pulled along. He then shouted in mock pain, claiming the fairy had pulled out his beard hair. The fairy, proud of its strength, gave Anansi a hair from its chin. Finally, Anansi had to bring back a tooth from the constantly roaring Onini the python. Anansi knew just what to do. He offered the python a delicious meal. When the python opened its mouth wide, Anansi knocked out a tooth with a well-aimed stone. He had completed the impossible tasks. A world enriched by stories. The sky god, true to his word, handed over the stories to Anansi. Anansi had outsmarted him. He had proven that even the smallest creature can achieve great things with intelligence and perseverance. Anansi returned to Earth, his sack overflowing with stories. He shared these stories with everyone he met. The stories spread like wildfire across the land. They filled the air with laughter, wisdom and wonder. Anansi had achieved his goal. He had brought the gift of stories to the world. And so Anansi became known as the Keeper of Stories. Anansi's stories traveled across the seas with enslaved Africans. They took root in new lands, evolving and adapting. From the shores of Africa to the Caribbean and the Americas, Anansi's tales resonated. They became a symbol of resistance, resilience and hope. The enduring spirit of Anansi. Anansi's legacy lives on. His stories are told in books, plays and songs. He reminds us that knowledge is power. He shows us the importance of using our wits to overcome challenges. Anansi teaches us to never underestimate the power of a good story. Anansi is more than just a character in a story. He represents the enduring spirit of humanity. He embodies our capacity for creativity, resilience and hope. He reminds us that even in the face of adversity, there is always room for laughter, wisdom and the magic of a good story. So the next time you hear a tale of a clever spider, remember Anansi. Remember the spider who tricked a god, outwitted danger and brought the gift of stories to the world. His legacy lives on, woven into the fabric of our cultures, reminding us of the power of storytelling. Like and subscribe to emgotvmedia History for more stories.